7 Days to Die, Episode 2, recorded on September 3rd, 2012.
I'm Brent Copeland.
I'm Wes Wilson.
I'm Eric Fullerton.
I'm Spencer Williams. I don't know how the order goes anymore.
Is it really 2012 already? That's cool.
Oh, no, it's not.
We went back a year.
I was wondering.
Man,
what
is going on?
Was there a joke there that I didn't get? I was waiting for the punchline.
No.
We have traveled back in time.
That's all
Took
right.
a bunch of scrap metal, but we created our DeLorean.
Yeah,
And
our
our
flux
flux
capacitor.
We got the dates wrong on the last two Core Elements episodes, too. So
yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's a new
It's like
thing.
our thing. It's like the Dead Workers thing. We don't know what year it is. Screw you.
Now you're confused, too. Is it 2012 or 2013?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
You'll never know. So here we are, 7 ways to die, 7 days to die.
Seven
That's good.
ways.
One. So,
Many ways to die.
so it is people who listen to our other shows that may be coming in and listen to this one just because. Just so you know what this is, 7 Days to Die is a game by the Fun Pips, and it's a voxel-based game, sort of like Minecraft. But it's also kind of like War Z or DayZ, where the zombies come and try to kill you. It's a little different in that during the day the zombies are less powerful, and so you can kind of walk by them.
They're sort of laid back zombies. They're sort of like chilling zombies.
Yeah, they're just like slower too, right?
Yeah.
Just walk slow.
But at
They're all
night,
chilling.
they've gotten into the meth, and they are out to get
Yes.
blood and brains.
We've learned just how
Yeah,
far...
they have bad teeth.
Yeah. and they do things you probably wouldn't expect zombies in a voxel-based game to do.
Like lesbian sex.
Wait, what?
Hold up. You have to be a lesbian nurse in this game to have lesbian sex.
With your
I
tits
think.
out.
Oranges.
What is up? Okay, I have a serious question for
Okay.
you guys. In this game, have you seen a single female zombie that didn't have enormous jugs? And I'm not using the word jugs to be like sexist or something. It's just when they're that big, they're jugs. They're not boobs anymore. They're jugs.
Well, I think it's because they're just sacks at this point, right? They're zombies, and so it's just like no muscle to firm up.
Well, they
stuff.
sure are perky for no muscle. What I'm saying is, okay, this is a serious question, like literally.
Maybe
I'm
we're in
not-
California.
I'm not joking here. Like, okay, so does this game have any chance of having like a huge impact when it's like sexist? When it's this sexist?
I to be honest, I have not looked at a single zombie's chest while they are clawing my face off.
Really? Because sometimes all I can see is nip in my face.
Do they like pluck them off and throw them at you like nipple stars?
Quite possibly.
Boing.
Maybe that could be another revenue source for them. They could sell like ninja stars, but nipple stars, throwing nipple stars. I'm working this concept out in my head right now.
Get a Kickstarter going for
As we
that.
talk about this.
I think it's a serious question. I do.
Well, maybe we'll pose it to them in the next questionnaire to the Fun Pimps. They answered our last 5 questions, which we'll get to later, so stay tuned to listen to those. We'll also get to some, not really patch notes, but what's coming up in the future on 7 Days and some other information. Plus, we've had some mail sent to us, which we'll let you know what that is and how you can submit your own game-related questions or show-related questions to us at any point in your life. Because we've got the DeLorean, and it doesn't matter when you submit it. We'll find it, get it, and put it on the show.
Yeah.
Right?
What he says is
I
true.
can't wait to submit our questions for this game from 1962.
That's a good time. It's definitely a good time. And I know we've had a
Because,
busy
you know,
week.
1962 was exactly 50 years from before now,
Oh yeah, from 2012.
Yeah.
from 2012.
Well, I'll see you in 63. 'Cause that's where I live 50 years ago.
Oh.
But I know we've
hate
all
that
had
year.
a busy week. Some people have been at Dragon Con.
Dragon
Some
Con.
people have been at Dragon Con.
Yep.
And the others
people
of
went
us
to
have
PAX.
Hey, Brent, how was your Dragon Con?
not. It was lonely. No one else was
Mine-
there at my Dragon Con. How about yours?
Mine had far more of me sitting around in my underwear than most of my Dragon Cons.
but a lot of nipples.
Actually, wait, that's not true.
It's pausing to think about this for a second.
So I saw plenty of zombies at DragonCon, and I assume they're dressed up as the 7 days
You
to
think
die
that's
zombies.
probably the way to go with that
Yeah.
one? That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, every time I see a zombie walk now, I'm like, oh, 7 days to die promo right
Yeah.
there.
It's totally obvious.
Well, and speaking of, I mean, DragonCon's a pretty big con. Did you see absolutely anything related to 7 Days to Die specifically?
I did not. I met a lot of game devs and everything. There were no fun pimps to be seen.
No fun pimps.
No conversations about 7 Days to Die.
They're
or
probably
anything
pretty
like that. I
busy
mean, it's a pretty
pimps
early
right
game
now.
still. So, but yeah, I mean, no.
No pimps there. But that's okay. They're busy getting people into the game right
took a
now.
really long time to say no to that.
I had to think about it a little longer.
So that all going around about ways to say we haven't had much time to play the game. We played a little bit just a few minutes ago. We have a server that we've had set up just actually on this machine we're streaming from at home, just running out and using like port forwarding to get people through into playing. And it's done great. I mean, we've had 4 people on, no lag. We went out because we didn't want to have to deal with port forwarding at the studio and actually bought a hosted server, a dedicated server. And I've got to say, so far, it runs crappier than the home system.
Wow.
Like, it was crazy.
So I guess there's no need to mention the company.
I won't mention the company because it's early, and all I'm saying is you will probably get a better deal out of your home system right now than you will anywhere else.
Wow.
So just do that until people learn how to set up servers. There's a bunch of servers on the forums, people looking for people to come play for free and stuff. So if you don't mind PvP and that sort of stuff, look at the forums and find out. But it's relatively easy to set up your own server.
And here's an idea. I'm glad you said that, because now, if you want to prove us wrong, let us know if there's an awesome server company out there. If you own one, give us a free server and let us test it out for you, and then give good words on the show about it.
That's true.
If it's good,
That's true.
So prove us wrong. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Now, I will say
Prove us wrong by giving us stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we will definitely have a reason to talk bad about your free server.
It's like a review copy. you know?
Yeah.
Like a review copy, which is free.
And
you
every
give it
month-
to us.
And every month we keep getting it for free. We'll continue to tell people it's a good server.
Yeah, because we're
Chills?
like bastions.
No. But
We're not bastions of anything.
yeah, no.
Bastions.
But seriously, we will tell you your server's crap even if it's free. So just be forewarned.
So what's our favorite thing to do right now? Is it taking down houses
I think taking down
and watching them
houses-
fall on zombies? That's
Yeah,
fun.
that's what we did. We had our new surviving the night method. Should we share this secret thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the world
And
know.
we didn't do it on purpose. It was totally by accident.
Okay, I want to hear all
Should
about
I should I set the stage here?
Set it.
Sure.
Okay, so it's nighttime
Okay.
and there's zombies. And there's nothing around us, and it's me and Eric and Brent. There's nothing around us except for burned forest. And there's no shelter except for this one house. So of course Brent and Eric go on top of the house and I start collapsing it from beneath them. But it worked out in our favor because the collapsed house killed all the zombies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like a big trap. Like
And
a
then-
big rabbit
So,
trap.
so it's not like Minecraft. Gravity actually works in this game completely.
It does work.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd say
I
completely.
would say completely.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a little weird. Like a tree will kill you if it falls on your head.
Which is pretty
Even if-
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Okay.
Also a house will. A church also.
Very small churches.
Cars, when you blow them up, they will kill you.
Oh, that's
They'll
right.
also
Yeah.
they'll dig like a hole for you. So if you need a hole, but you need to be dead in it, all you have to do is kill a car, and then you'll be dead in a hole.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I always wanted.
And by
to
kill a car, I mean punch it to death.
With Chuck Norris fists.
Chuck Norris Fist. They work
Beautiful.
for you.
Beautiful.
So anyway, that was kind of our week of. I was thinking of something. We kind of have ideas where, hey, we think this should be added to the game, and we want you to tell us what your ideas are as well. So you can submit those to our form on 7daystodie.deadworkers.com. But I had an idea, because to me it seems like this is a big game of nighttime do nothing. Like, you can go crazy like us and run around and kill houses at night. But I almost want this like realistic, like what would you do at night? You're not sleeping, really, right? Like you got to wait for zombies to come kill you. But what if there's like some mini games where you could play poker?
Yep. Russian roulette.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Russian roulette might be a thing.
Quarters.
Things like that.
Quarters. Beer pong,
Quarters.
maybe?
Beer pong,
Yeah.
Presidents and assholes.
Yeah, another good one.
3-man.
Okay, the
Cards
rule for
Against
this
Humanity?
game is you have to run twice around the house if you don't say presidents. Yeah,
You could play Find the Sausage Link.
Yes.
Whoa.
that's good.
Yeah.
Fun one. Spencer loves that one.
Yeah, I've heard that about him.
It's
I
almost as
do.
good as Paste the Perky zombie nipples on the donkey.
Don't minimize my complaint like that. Don't do that.
It's been
No
minimized.
That's
minimization.
very rude.
I'm sorry. Please, I apologize. Okay, so anyway, that's was my thought. Have y'all had any ideas on new mechanics or anything?
I would like for zombies not to dig into our holes and kill us while we're making out.
Yeah, because like
With
Wes
the
and I, we
zombies?
tried a different method. I dug like the most pathetic mine ever because I was afraid it was going to collapse in on me, and then it turned nighttime. I was like, Wes, quick, come in the mine, and I like sealed it up with stone, and so it was pitch black and we couldn't see anything. And then the zombies dug in and interrupted our makeout session.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't have hollered, "Come in the mine," because then they know exactly what
Any
you're up
sound.
to down
The
there.
only sound coming out of the mine was like.
Exactly. You're totally
So
making
And the
out.
nipple zombies come running. I can understand. Okay, so great ideas all around.
A plus.
We did get a new post from the pimps this week. They've got a new improved buy pages up, so if you've been having issues buying the game and getting notified, they have a new page up, so you can just go to 7daystodie.com and it's on the front page and you can get to that. Also, as well, they have a new support ticketing system, and it looks like it's kind of outsourced to the get support things, which is good.
Support pimps.
Support pimps. So they will tell you stuff like how do you get your key, bro, which is always good stuff.
Key bro?
Key, bro. That's what
Key,
they
bro.
say. Where's
Sounds
my
like
key,
he plays
bro?
Smite.
Maybe they do. So besides
Is that like a football player, Tim Keybro?
Yes.
yes.
That is exactly what
Exactly.
it is.
That's all I
Timothy
get
Keybro.
is a half-hearted yes for
Yes.
that incredible joke that I went so far to get to.
It was hilarious. Ha 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 ha.
Is that better? Is that
Better and
worth it?
worse.
Also, we have a note about what's coming soon. Hopefully,
Nice.
this isn't a Valve soon. This is Fun Pimp
Pimp
Like
soon.
really soon.
So we get to see what their soon is, right? This is the first soon we've gotten from them.
Yeah.
Let's start timing it, right? Let's see how long their soon is. And then we can gauge every soon from this.
So it's 2012. So we'll see when we get this.
You already screwed them. Like, okay, so alpha version 1.1, they say you guys have been asking for. So here's a few things included. Improved memory management. Game needs less memory.
Which is good
It's a good
because
thing.
it
Excellent.
really kicks this computer in the nuts.
Yeah.
Do you know what would help with that? Smaller breasts.
Less memory.
Less pokiness. 6-player consumer co-op and multiplayer mode. So they're moving it up from 4 to 6.
Nice.
Good. Very nice.
The version check and login check can be bypassed now when their servers cannot be reached. So
Okay.
that's good. You can always get in. Better dedicated server support, which means unlimited players. So currently it's hard-coded into 4. Now they've decided to remove that. That's good.
What does hard coded mean? Because when I hear hard coded, it sounds to me like it would be hard to change.
I think
But
it's
they're
some-
just like, nope, next patch, it'll be fixed.
I think it's something you do down in the basement. With the,
No, I'm like
think when
serious.
it
I don't
says-
know what hard coded means.
It means that it's not a changeable in a configuration file. It is written into the code that way.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's just an assumption.
Yes.
But yeah, so people have already been hacking it and changing it to where they can add more players anyway. But this is going to be done officially. There's some duplication bugs fixed, which, yay. I mean that's good, but like, do you want, like, right now to me I see it as like duplication. People are going to find another way to duplicate, steal, or whatever, get stuff.
Oh, I bet that's not how it happened. I bet it's not like they're trying to patch holes. I bet they just like, oh, hey, I found this bug, I fixed it, we should put it in the patch notes. I bet that's all it is.
I'll go with that.
And I bet they all talk like that too, like, hey, we're the fun pimps.
They do, and they have high heels that are made out of glass with aquariums, fish in it, swimming around. Anyway, so they're also adding in recipes for brick, decayed brick, pavers, redwood, and more. So it sounds like we're going to get a nice upgrade to the recipe.
Yeah. This is something I asked, and you guys didn't know, so I'm going to ask again. Like, we were in a burned down forest. Does that mean that we could burn down a forest?
Oh, yeah.
You can set fires in fire pits. I don't know about other places.
Like,
does it spread and like?
I haven't seen that yet, but that is something we should try.
They should put that in 1.2.
Yeah, more griefing tools in 1.2.
This game is designed for griefing. Come on.
Kind of is.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole gravity thing.
Let's be honest. We've been playing kind of fun mode because we've been playing with just us. Like, we haven't gone like War Z DayZ style where we just log onto another server and we're worried about players more than zombies.
But and even this, we're already, we're all friends and we like each other and we like having good times and games, and we're still griefing the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Well, and look at this issue. At least I see it as an issue. When you pull up the map, you see all the other players.
Oh.
Like, imagine being on a server when you're not playing with friends. Like, they know exactly where you are.
Oh, yeah.
Not only
maybe,
that,
that could be like a server variable, maybe, that you could change.
I think they should add that in 1.3.
You got this all mapped out.
I want to see the roadmap by Spencer. 1.3 more griefing tools.
Well, already, if you can collapse houses out from under people, like they're up in the attic and you go and shoot all the walls out and the whole house falls down. That's pretty sweet.
To be fair, me collapsing the house out from under them involved me getting killed by zombies over and over and over. I'd basically kill a block and they would hear it and come and kill me. Yeah. And then I'd respawn and go to a different block and kill that block and then die. Nipples.
Nipples. See, that'd be interesting. Hardcore mode, like where you die and you get banned from the server and things like that. So it's like,
yeah, that would be.
There's consequences.
There would be no griefing then.
Yeah.
No, I think griefing's fine, but I think, maybe you would try to work with people more, or it'd be more realistic, right? When you die, you die. Yeah. You got to go elsewhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
GTFO.
Right now, it seems that every time you log in, or if you die and you respawn near your friends.
I think that's just on this server configuration, whatever they have set up on this. Because normally it's not that way. Normally you have a spawn point.
Yeah.
And that's where you come back. And then you've got to put sleeping bags down to start a new spawn point.
Yeah.
Which there's another server variable, if you will, they need to put in. Because right now you can choose any spawn point that people have put sleeping bags in. When you die, you can spawn at that one.
Oh.
So you can imagine some guy's got this big fort all set up with a sleeping bag there. You just put all your stuff in your inventory so you don't lose it. Go die, load up your guns, kill him, take all of his stuff, remove his sleeping bag so he can't even spawn back there.
Oh,
hey, that's a good idea. I'm going to try that on Brent sometime.
And then collapse his house on him.
Oh. Pretty good idea.
So that's about all the news we have. No.
Was that news?
Yeah.
Was anything we just said news?
They also added some recipes and changed pathing. Did you mention that?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that.
Also, they fixed some dupe patches.
Yeah, I did catch that.
They added some pavers.
Pavers?
Yeah. So let's get into our mailbag. Open it up for us, Eric.
Okay.
Is it like,
I don't know.
Oh my
God.
I don't know.
Record
Good
for
with the
that?
sound effects.
Is that the one we're using from now on?
I don't know, really.
I don't want to. You should splice that out and save it. I think it was beautiful.
Okay. So here we are. Mailbag's open, and I look inside, and it's so exciting in there. The first one.
So exciting in
You
there.
gotta pull out a
Exciting.
fake like
Having a
piece
great
of paper.
time.
Oh, there's a tambourine in there. That's kind of cool. Or that's a rattlesnake. I don't know.
God, I've
So
been tired of this bit for 4 freaking years.
this one is from Rob Frost 11 with an idea: a backpack that you can place stuff in and hold in your inventory. So you put the stuff in the back in your inventory. It sounds like a Daisy backpack.
Yeah.
It's an inventory inside of an inventory.
Which might be cool if you wanted to hand something to somebody quickly.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I kind of got confused. I kind of didn't like that about Daisy, that you had 2 different inventories, and it got confusing and weird. And I just was like, well, just give me just a big inventory instead of all these. I don't know.
You were like one of those people who, like, in World of Warcraft, you had a mod that took all of your bags and turned it into one giant cluster bag that was in the middle of your screen, and that's what you did, right? You were that kind of a jerk.
He was.
I did.
On. He loved that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it. That's exactly what I had. Yeah.
Now, I like the idea of either having multiple backpacks or that you can expand your backpack. Like maybe you start off with 6 slots. And you find a backpack, and then when you put it on, now you have 12 slots. And then you can find, you know, a fanny pack, and all of a sudden you have 18 slots.
Well, see,
It's a big fanny pack.
Wasn't one of the things they were talking about in their Kickstarter the fact that they had a lot of inventory space?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that either.
I think they were like trying to say we have a lot of inventory space, unlike some games that end with craft and begin with mine. I mean,
Well, but it has about the same, doesn't it?
maybe what they were saying is you didn't have to go to
Might
a
have
wiki
more.
for stuff. Maybe that's what they said.
Yeah.
I don't know. They said a lot of crap. I don't know.
Maybe a sorting thing would be nice too. If you hit a sort, and then all the food and all the beverages, all the stuff would be stacked against each other. Raw materials on one side and craftable or crafted items. You know,
Is this
get that stuff
realistic?
sorted.
Like, this is getting more into like, wow, let's make it really easy for us, right?
I
Yeah.
hope,
Like, maybe we should
once
stick
you,
in the
open up
nitty-gritty.
your backpack, there's like a spreadsheet that shows you how many items you've had at any one time.
And a pie chart somewhere.
Some pie charts.
Can you eat
Yeah.
it to get your health back?
Delicious
Like,
pie
if you
charts.
find enough paper, one of the things that you can craft is like a presentation graph that you can put up in front of a table, and then the zombies eat you.
Buffet.
Am I getting too real for y'all?
Yeah,
Is that
too
what's
real.
happening?
It's
Too real.
Too real.
So, but I mean, storage is an issue right now because right now you can make storage boxes, but you can't move those. So it's like once you place it,
Oh, yeah.
you can't take it with you, which seems weird.
When you destroy it, do all the items pop out like in Minecraft? I don't remember.
That sounds right. I have no clue. I haven't
Yeah.
destroyed one yet.
Yeah.
But there is one movable container right now, and that's a refrigerator.
A refrigerator.
So you can knock a refrigerator out and stack them, put them in your inventory.
And you can get stuck inside of one.
And then you die.
Yeah, and so we would, like, that was our storage system in our first home. We had like 5 refrigerators stuck up.
Refrigerators.
Also,
everything's
with
all
that,
cold.
you can, every time you knock one down and set it back up, it has more water in it.
Really?
So it's a free
Duping
source
bug.
of water. Yeah, so there's some
Nice.
duping
Maybe
bugs
that's
there.
what the duping bugs are fixing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ooh.
So
Brent's a big
yeah.
cheater,
I'm a
getting
big
free
cheater.
water.
So
Weren't you complaining? Weren't you saying that people should just quit cheating in the game?
yeah. So I like the idea of having some sort of inventory system that upgrades, but I don't know about a backpack inside of your. To me, the inventory is that it's your backpack. I mean, you're not holding a refrigerator in your fanny pack.
Refrigerator.
Whole thing.
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
Yeah. I'm a backpack agnostic.
Okay, so good question though, or idea.
Yeah.
This next one here comes from Spoolicus,
Spoolicus!
Foley.
who says, "What makes you guys exited for a game such as 7 Days to Die? Oh, excited for a game such
Basically-
as 7 Days to Die."
This is how it works for me. Brent sends me an email and he says, "Hey, I like this game. You should get it so we can do a podcast, and then I get it. And that's how I get excited about a game.
Yeah.
Either that or it's on sale on Steam.
Yeah.
So, Fun Pimps, you can throw the bones my way if you want. That's 3 extra copies I've sold for y'all.
Well, I think when we talked about it, the thing that was appealing to us and what got us kind of excited about it is, the thing we like about Minecraft is you can sort of build anything and do anything. It's very open world. And if you could have a slightly more realistic, slightly more gritty kind of voxel game where people could make adventure maps and things like that in it, that seems pretty cool. And we were all like, guns, yeah, zombies, woo, okay, sure.
And vehicles,
yeah,
at some point.
Yeah.
Being able to build, having more complex crafting, more modern setting. That's kind of where we were. We were like, if this has the flexibility that Minecraft has, but an updated setting, that would be appealing.
Yeah, I think a lot of what I like was in games like Warzy and Daisy. It seemed like once you got over the hey, I'm killing zombies and other people and looting stuff, it was done. Like there wasn't really anything else to do, right? That was in game, right? And you lost your stuff and had to basically start over every time. And the thing that I missed for it was kind of like what? Like I wanted to be able to fortify. Like, here's my house. Here's my building. I'm going to set up this place, trying to get friends in here so we make up this big compound. That's what I want to do. I want to be as realistic as possible. And I think they're doing a much better job than the other ones because you could really only build minimal items.
Yeah.
But here you can build and destroy everything. So besides the physics not being completely realistic, they're more realistic than no physics.
Yeah.
I like the physics. I really do. I like the physics. I think they're nifty. Like when you blow up a building out from underneath your friends while they're trying to hide from zombies, it's so beautiful. It's like it's raining death from above in block form.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that the game is brand new and it's being developed, and that's kind of exciting too.
And we're rolling the dice. I mean, we are.
Yeah.
In the long run, might not come together. Might not work out for us.
Yeah.
But we're here.
And then it'll end just like our Warhammer podcast did.
Yes. Where we talk about crowd control.
Yeah. And Conan? Did we talk about Conan?
Yeah, our Conan podcast, and we never even started that one. It died.
Yeah, we should
in the idea phase.
We did
like
have a Conan
Firefall.
podcast. It was called Control Point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we never made our bets. How many episodes?
How many episodes?
3 at least. One more.
I bet we'll make it to 35 on this.
Oh.
That's pretty.
So a definite end then.
I'm saying 22.
22?
Are we doing Price is Right rules here?
No.
Like you can go over?
No.
I say 21. Screw you.
So just one? I can say one, and that's one more?
See, there's so many variables right now. Like, if the game picks up, in a year or in half a year or in any time between now and we're still doing the show,
we could always start
still
doing it
fun
again.
like Minecraft. Then I could see doing it for a couple hundred episodes.
Oh, Brent said it first. 278,000 episodes.
No, I learned my lessons because I said 1,000 with the shaft, and I'm gonna have to keep these guys going for
still on the way.
like 5 more years for that one to
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
come to
that's like
fruition.
my version of hell.
So yeah, and I mean that's the thing. It's like I'm gonna go with 2 years.
Okay.
So
Oh my God.
roughly 100 episodes.
Okay.
Nice.
Going 35. That's my number.
I'm going 3.
Do we need to put this in the show notes?
I might be
No,
wrong next in
Don't
2
put it in
weeks.
the show notes. I'm pretty sure someone chat is gonna bring this up.
Oh,
and,
there's a wiki already
make-
created.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
You know it.
say-
So what was your guess there?
He said 22.
22.
Yeah.
I said 22. Eric said 3.
Okay, Eric's not being really serious, right? That's one more show.
Yeah. That's just one more episode.
We got to at least wait for it to get out of alpha,
So
right?
he'll
So we're
say, "Oh, I
halfway
meant to
there."
say 4."
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'll
I'm
give it a
sorry,
1-up
7
every
Days to Die podcast, but I'll have to kill you in the morning.
I think you should at least say 35. $1 for each episode.
$1 for each episode.
Yeah, I
How much
think
it
I think
costs, right?
that's probably. In fact, someone Yanni92
Oh, yeah.
in the chat room is currently pointing out that $35 isn't much to him, but to his friends, I guess it is. And $35 is a lot to spend on an alpha game that you don't know if it's gonna go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
I was a little surprised how expensive it was.
Yeah.
I was a little.
Well, and here's the thing: you could have actually bought the game for 15, I think. But to get into alpha, you had to pay 35. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you're just helping out devs. You're fun, whatever the word is. But I
We're
would say fundraising.
we're
But what is it? They're pledging, whatever. I
We're
don't
giving some cash to the pimps.
know. Yeah. For a change.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's what the hoes do, right? They give them their money at the end.
I don't know. There are hoes in the game. So
Yeah.
and they have perky nipples and
nurses.
nurse dresses.
Yeah. I don't want to hear it.
But you can also hoe ground with hose, real hose with metal.
Ah.
So we got one from
Digging something here.
EWN2 from UN2. I propose bear traps be added as a means to trap zombies in place. They would still be able to attack if the player came near enough, but would otherwise be ensnared, snarling away while it's trapped in place.
Doesn't that happen at least once in every zombie movie? Someone gets
Yes.
caught in a bear trap.
Yes. Would be great for sealed doorways and hallways. Perhaps after a short while, they may tear themselves free. I like it. It's not bad.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, zombies are hunting in packs. You know, if you grab one, big whoop.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that's overpowered.
Yeah.
Well, and I think this would probably be a pretty good griefing tool. Just going through the woods and placing these, and someone's running from zombies. Crank! And now they got to sit there and pry.
Oh my
it
gosh,
open.
how awesome would it
They've
be to
lost
like
health.
put down a few bear traps like in the basement, and then like break out the floor from underneath someone, and they fall like, oh, I'm in a bear trap.
What about like a can of like a big barrel of oil or molasses or something? You can spill it, and then when they walk over, they're all super slow, and they get stuck.
Yeah.
It's kind of
But
like
I don't know if
and
we
their
should
giant
steal
breasts
that,
get all
Yogi.
shiny and.
it's kind of like a slow tower
Yeah.
in a tower defense.
Maybe
game.
there could be like these green mushrooms. These green turtle shells with spikes on, and you could throw them.
Yeah.
I was
going.
thinking there could be like a giant gorilla throwing barrels.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, and don't forget there will be bear zombies, I believe, in the game.
Bear zombies?
No, refrigerator zombies.
Bear zombies? So you mean like women wearing even less than they are now?
Like animals.
Yeah. Like,
Oh.
They got their 350,000, which means more wild animals, mountain lions, coyotes, cats, and dogs living together, mass hysteria. So I don't see bears, but I thought they said bears at some point. One thing that will be
Bears.
coming is the flying stuff.
Flying monkeys.
But
You mean like flying things that you can ride, or flying zombies?
flying zombies, like bugs, basically pests.
Oh.
And I think what they're saying is they won't really hurt you, but they may make you mad, and you may shoot at them, which will then alert other zombies.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
anyway,
Creepy.
we've got last email here from Dark Matter 10123 who says, I have two ideas. One, floodlights to cover a large area to stop zombies outside. Could be so bright that zombies would not enter the light, or maybe it does a bit of damage.
Oh, neat.
So let's talk about that for a second, because this brings up a huge topic that I think requires some discussion.
okay.
I think this topic is actually going to keep us entertained for the next 3 shows.
Refrigerator. Refrigerator. No, okay, so there are lights and there are stuff that's lit up. So there is some power still going in this world. Like, how do we make that more realistic? Like, the power's going to die at some point, right? It should.
Oh.
Maybe after 7 days, let's give something to the 7 days title that actually means something.
Oh.
7 days until the power goes out. That's not as snappy a name.
But then it gives them all these options to build in recipes for generators.
Yeah,
And then
in fact,
generators and cables to power lights and flood. Like, I think floodlights is great, but let's
Yeah.
actually make something that can power it, and then you have to use
Yeah.
gas to run them. And
and then
things
you
like
could have
that.
things like electrified fences.
Switches, levers, gates, Norlocks. or latches.
Yeah.
Redstone.
Yeah.
I like where you're going here.
But like, I think that's a serious question. Like, how deep do you want them to get in the realism? Like, I want them to go so far that you can take the corn and make. I don't even know how to do it, so I'm probably getting the recipe all wrong from day one.
Like farming and stuff?
But basically, how you making gas.
Biomass.
So eventually, you can make gas to run these things. Because
So everybody has to poop in the designated spot so we can make gas from it.
however you
Yes.
do it, like some recipes. Because people right now are complaining that things aren't respawning. My thing is, so what? I think once the items are gone that are initially set in your map, they should be gone. Why should something respawn?
What do you mean?
If it's
What do you mean by things aren't respawning?
Like right now, you take something from a car, nothing will ever respawn there again.
That's awesome.
And I think that's great, but people are
Yeah.
bitching right now. They think that's like an issue. Oh, things need to respawn, right?
Yeah.
But I think once it's gone,
Well,
it's gone,
it
and you should have a way to
depends.
make everything that's
It depends.
there.
In my
I gotta bring
opinion,
adult diapers into this.
there is a fine line between realism and entertainment. And yes, there is a certain amount of realism to nothing ever respawning, but at the same time, like, what's going to happen when you run out of gas on your map? You know what I mean?
Start a new map.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. If they make recipes to make where you can actually make this stuff later.
But what happens if you don't? Like, what happens if you end up like using up your resources to a certain point, and then you can't? You are like one piece of scrap metal short of a generator.
Do you want my realism reply to that?
What?
The entire United States is the map. Good luck running out of cars.
Well,
to
see,
live.
the idea is
that
to,
I can go ahead.
or like build a reactor next, right? Like there's always something that you need to do. A reactor outputs a lot more, energy than gasoline, like explosions, right?
Yes, but are we a nuclear physicist? Like at some
not?
point, I think that's where the realism crosses, where I think it gets kind of insane. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Gordon
Okay,
Freeman
I would
actually
never,
was
ever know
a
how to
nuclear
build
physicist
that.
in the game, and the only tool he had was like a crossbow. I'm sorry, not a crossbow. He had a crossbow too. I mean, a crowbar. There we go.
That's
Yeah.
true. But now think of it this way. Like, what if it was like, what if it was like Eve, and you could like inhabit the old nuclear reactor, and if you were there for like 2 weeks studying,
Oh yeah,
then you could learn one of the skills.
there are going to be skill trees.
that's kind of cool.
Okay,
So, I mean, yeah.
and then
I would like that better than just not having the option to find the solution.
Yeah.
Because it's like real life. It's like, well, what do you do without power? Well, you just find somebody who knows how to build it, right? Like,
Yeah.
like have we ever had to actually go out and create a way to use up energy? No, we just sat back and let somebody else do it. Like the light that's in the studio, we didn't make that. Somebody did.
During the tornado, I learned how to make light real fast.
But what happens when all these scientists are dead? Well, somebody's got to figure it out. You
Right.
could just sit around all day, or you could figure it out. So I like having the choice. I think that's really cool.
Now, one thing I think you could do is like, okay, maybe there are gas stations on the map, and those are infinite resource points, but it takes time to draw resources from.
Oh,
them.
right, yeah.
Now, do you think infinite or?
Well, why not? I mean, let's be honest. I have a gas can, and there's one of those big tanks underneath the gas station. That thing's going to last months of me pulling 5
But
gallons.
Well,
at a
I-
time.
it'll go
like
bad,
that.
though. It'll go bad, because gas doesn't
Oh,
stay
gas-
good forever
It'd
in a
stay
tank.
good, but it'd stay good for a year. But my point is,
It'll turn.
Yeah.
It'll be like milk, and like you'll like
It won't
get
taste
some
as
gas
good.
out of the tank, and it'll be like, woo, that gas stinks. Don't drink that.
but
But wouldn't you see everybody building their house on the gas?
exactly, and
Station?
then you
You
have
got to fight for it.
then you have a fight
Okay,
for it,
Yeah.
or it takes time to suck things out. Zombies.
I'll tell you what. I'm
You know
not
what? I
fighting for
think the game
anything.
that we're
I'm blowing
designing
up
is
their
better
gas
than 7
station.
Days to Die.
I will take a shotgun to that gas pump until the whole place catches on fire. No one has gas.
No.
I'm going to go back to my cornfield.
No.
Huh?
But anyway, there's my idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
All great ideas.
They're super.
So I think there's some great stuff there. Okay, so we did send some questions that we got from viewers from Reddit and Twitter, and we sent these in to the pimps to get answers for. So I'm going to give you what they gave us.
Cool.
The first one, question was, are there any plans to add a better camera controls for Let's Play Machinima creators? And are you allowing people to freely monetize videos on YouTube?
That's a good question.
Well, Brent, I'm not sure on the camera controls. Last I checked, users are free to monetize their videos on YouTube.
Nice.
Thank you.
There it is.
The next question we sent in was, can you announce when you expect 1.1 alpha to be released?
Well, Brent, that's a good question, but sadly, I can't answer that.
Wes, you don't sound like a pimp at all.
I actually do. I actually do. But pimps really don't. The stereotypes are all wrong.
No, you don't sound like my idea of what a pimp should sound like, so you're not a pimp.
But we're hoping to do a release soon. We've already fixed some other naughty bugs that have been reported to us, and we're working hard on fixing more.
Well, thanks for answering that. I got another question here.
Oh, go ahead.
So we're doing this.
Wait, were those naughty bugs that had to do with the nipples or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm going to report that bug to them. There's nurse zombies with their tits out all over the place. Can you fix that?
Not a bug. Can you give an overview of who works on the game now and any plans to hire new developers? Oh, actually, let's just skip that one.
Okay.
So that was a non-answer. No. What are the Fun Pimp's views on mods for 7 Days to Die?
Well, Brent, it's hard to speak on behalf of the other staff. However, my understanding and my own opinion is that we want to support modding in the game. It's something that could play a big part in the game's playability for those who want more and or changes. We're just not sure how much freedom we want to allow our modders to have right now.
Infinite freedom!
And now there are some mods already. Some camera mods that I saw. Some creative mode mods and stuff like that. I'd like to actually look into that, but this is obviously hacking the game and probably against the terms of service, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'd go that far.
No.
You know, it's an alpha. You've got the client code. They use XML files. Go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's in C or something. So
Yeah.
crack it open. Have fun.
Build a reactor or whatnot.
Yeah. Don't break any EULAs though.
Yeah, no EULA breaking.
Not unless you have a sledgehammer. We did see a couple videos that we wanted to post in the show notes this week. Who posted these, and what do you want to say about them?
You posted
there
this
was one more question.
I was a non-answer, I think.
Okay. So this first one is called 7 Days to Die Alpha Map Overview, the best locations. And kind of what this is, it shows you some really good locations on the map to go and try to survive. I thought it looked kind of cool, so go check that one out, and there'll be a link in the show notes.
Very nice. And in this other video, this is kind of cool. So it's a trailer. It's the title is Phoenix Towers Map Trailer, and I think this is notable because it's a map. I mean, that's being worked on, and also you can see. I mean, it's obviously some sort of creative mod or some sort of a mod. Some sort of something happens because in this video, he's flying around in the sky, showing off this build, which you can't do in the game legit style. But it's a really cool build. I'm not really sure exactly what it is. It's some sort of like industrial compound of some sort. But hey, this is like a beginning.
In the desert, so it looks like maybe they're
like an oil refinery or something, or I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if this is actually done in creative mode, like.
But it's massive. It's pretty cool. It's got ladders everywhere and everything. And anyway, so this is kind of the beginnings of maps for 7 Days to Die, and that's pretty cool.
Well, and that's one of the things that we're hoping to basically find is adventure maps. Like, we would love to do an adventure map. We actually we're talking about doing one tonight, which we made up.
Yeah,
kinda. So I don't know if we're gonna have time for that, but yeah. So make us an adventure map, and we'll play it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, somebody do it, and it can be really crappy. I mean, just just letting you know. We'll be happy with whatever we can get.
Yeah, we're not picky.
Yeah, not yet anyway.
We are not choosers. We are beggars.
I mean, yeah, you can send us all the crap maps you want, and we'll play them. But we're going to tell you how crap they are.
That is right. And I
That's
guess
right as
also
rain.
that about wraps her on up, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We do the fake man for Bello. The zombie maid.
I think what we need to do is like have some sounds of like banging on the door and like have it sound like the zombies are trying to get in. Oh, we gotta go!
Oh, yeah, we might up
Oh my
the production
gosh, I
value.
hear some large breast hitting in the wall. It must be a zombie.
Well, the zombies outside the door tell us it's time to get going. So thanks for tuning in to another Dead Workers Party production. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at DeadWorkers or email us at 7days@deadworkers.com. And be sure to watch this and many other shows on our YouTube channel, The Dead Workers Party. Leave us a voicemail at 256-812-1010 and give us some reviews on iTunes, and we'll love you forever. So until next time, I'm Brent Copeland.
I'm Wes Wilson.
I'm Eric Fullerton.
I'm Spencer Williams, and it's pronounced whip 7.
And 7 days to die on.
Die on.
Is that like Smite On?
7 days to die hard.